Hi, Cuthla here. And in keeping with the whole movie and game thing, I am now moving on to the game review. But first things first, I have to welcome, because since the last time I did it, I uh, I was at like 31 subscribers, and a little while ago I checked it. I'm sitting at 36 now. So I would like to welcome another Lost Hero 234, Skelpin, Free from All Religion, Bradley Smith 206, and Bright Star of the Dawn. Uh, Thank you for subscribing, guys. I appreciate it, especially you, Scalpin. Like I said, thanks for taking the time and coming by and subscribing to my channel. Hope you guys stick around. So, and with that said, um, I would like to get on to my game review, and my game review is probably one that's been in the coming now for a while, and that is the World of Warcraft. You know, I really don't need to say too much about it. There's that one, the original. Um, or if that cover is not good enough for you, how about the one for the Burning Crusade? Yeah. Or hey, how about Wrath of the Lich King? So, and there's not really a lot that I can say about it when it would probably just be a lot quicker if I showed you. So, um, let's get on to that, and we'll take a look at some of the things that World of Warcraft has to offer. Like I said, with World of Warcraft, right now it's in the transitioning from Wrath of the Lich King to Cataclysm, and man, there have been a lot of changes that have happened there. First off, the old joke of the Forsaken, why they can't have hunters, it's kind of now obsolete. Um, as you can see here, if you're a World of Warcraft fan, that a lot of changes have happened here. Is that a turkey?
Turkey!
Like, this is a starting area for the Forsaken. This is Brill. These guys used to have their own separate building. Brill used to be this nice little spread out area around here where it was just pretty much an open town and stuff. But now, as you can see by with me running around here with my Forsaken Hunter, that Brill is now turning into a fortress. It is mainly because of things they've done in the storyline. Um, the Forsaken are taking all sorts of neat new steps to ensure um, that they're ready for attacks from all sides. And part of that is, like I said, they are fortifying a lot of the cities they hold. Brill being one of the first ones, and it's like, a hop, skip, and jump from the Undercity, is one of the ones that they are fortifying. So they've removed some of the old buildings, built in new ones. Like, that used to be a town hall. And that over there used to be an actual inn. Now it's just a small little building. They're completely redoing a lot of it. And one of the big things they did here is add in the statue of Sylvanas Windrunner. So, looking mighty hot there for an undead. So, but yeah, I mean, it's, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that they're doing. And I'm actually kind of liking some of these changes. The only problem, though, like I said, when now with the new Hunter class for the Forsaken, is that um, is when coming out of new areas, they've added in some new rare spawns in the area, so therefore stumbling upon these guys when you're a level 6 character and they're level 10 monsters and they immediately try to eat you, which they probably will, yeah, that just kind of sucks. So anyway, and some of the other big changes came along with the World of Warcraft as it's going on to Cataclysm. First off is a lot of the terrain and scenery for some other places, like this is around Thunder Bluff in the Mulgore area. Everything has been vividly brightened up. Well, you know, things are much more greener, there's a little bit more trees, you know, things definitely look a lot sharper, a lot better looking. Starting areas, you know, they have flight masters now, so that way you're not running all over hell and high water just trying to get from one place to another and really wishing you had your mount. No, there's flight paths now, so it makes it a little bit easier, you know. And the fact that the Tauren now have paladins, although by the lore they are called Sunwalkers. But either way, it's cool because, well, let's face it, for a paladin to be able to have the nice little capability of doing stuns right from the get-go, and then later on he can then hit you with a hammer of justice, as can be seen here. Come here, wolf. Taking on things of equal level, you know, or even higher than a paladin is not all that unheard of now. I mean, it's just, you know, ridiculous. But, I mean, like with this guy, like to get him to level 7, it took me approximately about an hour. So, and that was just, you know, blam. It was ridiculous how easy he could do it. And as you can see, some of the animals have new capabilities as well. Like these guys being able to just zip all over hell and high water around you. But, you know, hey, it's a pally. They're not exactly worried about it. But one of the bigger changes that they actually have that's gone on here, you know, besides the fact that I'm a paladin running around in the Tauren areas, you know, with like stupid amounts of health for a level 7, is this. Part of the history they have in there is that due to some type of attack that was done by the Alliance, Camp T was lost, and that's Camp Toronto, for people who might be curious. In order to prevent Mulgore from being hit, they made the Great Gate, which is that thing right there. Over here. So, that way, you know, the Alliance just ain't going to stroll into Mulgore. And one of the other big lore things they changed is that when starting the game with a Tauren character and explains a little bit about the history, apparently Kieran Bloodhoof was killed in an honor duel with Garrosh Hellscream, which led to Blaine having his son, Blaine Bloodhoof, having to actually step up and take control of the leadership of the Tauren, because there's this kind of shadowy character named Margatha Grimtotem who has a tribe of Tauren that she controls that are pretty much like the evil Tauren, and she immediately made a bid for power, and Blaine fought her off and then basically booted her ass out of Thunder Bluff. So sure, her people are like hiding all around somewhere now, and they're more of a shadow presence, which of course is going to mean all sorts of neat, cool little things like, you know, new quests and whatnot, you know. So overall, like I said, it's looking to be pretty good. I'm liking what I see so far, especially with the just the severe capability that is coming from Tauren Paladins. You know, because the Sunwalkers look like they're definitely going to be a presence to be reckoned with in any situation. And I'm actually kind of interested to see just how evil these guys can be in the PvP scenario. So, but yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. And hopefully it will be a pretty fun thing. Now, mind you, some of the stuff that I showed there with my Forsaken and my Tauren is just some of the new things. I mean, those were just only 2 starting areas in the game. So there's a lot of stuff that is being shaken up right now. Blizzard is constantly putting in new patches as they change terrains from what people are used to how things are now, to reinvent basically the World of Warcraft experience. It's looking really, really good. I'm looking forward to it. So, I do have to mention though that there are some cons to playing the World of Warcraft. First off, it's an expense. If you do decide that you want to play the World of Warcraft, know first that to get up to the Cataclysm level, like where I'm at, I've already got a copy of World of Warcraft Cataclysm on reserve. In order to play that for a new player, you're going to have to pick up World of Warcraft, then you're going to have to pick up the Burning Crusade, and then the Wrath of the Lich King, and then Cataclysm, which as it's been shown for each of them, is around 50 to 60 bucks unless you pick up the little Christmas deal that Blizzard has going right now, to where you can pick up all 3 for 20, but you have to buy it online. It's quite the investment right there. And then of course there's the game time. They usually sell it in 2-month chunks, which they charge on game cards about 30 bucks for 2 months worth of play. Breaks down to about 15 bucks a month, but that, like I said, I did the math for that in a previous video, and it's like, you know, about 180 bucks a year just to play the game. So there's that. And we also can't forget the World of Warcraft experience of, uh, you know, idiots that are like going on and on you because you should be this and this and this. And then also the fact that, like, if you have any free time and you start playing this, kiss it goodbye. Um, and the fact that, you know, World of Warcraft does have that really nasty reputation that there are people who have lost friends to the game just because of the fact that they would rather be playing the game than going and hanging out with their friends. For all the good that there is about the World of Warcraft, there's also the bad. It really is, when it comes to recommending it, depending on what you want. Because I can't really truthfully recommend anybody to start playing this, just to be flat out honest. I mean, if you are wanting to play World of Warcraft, you're going to spend a lot of money just to start playing at the level like where I play at. And I do have a lot of fun with it, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I've put a great deal of time into this game. I have multiple 80s on it. I will have multiple 85s. If you're wanting a game to play that's for something casual and whatnot, World of Warcraft ain't it. I mean, World of Warcraft does take a little bit of a dedication, and frankly, it is probably something you'll want to avoid. Just because, like I said, a lot of the negatives you hear about it are very true. If you do want to play it, hey, that's cool. I'll see you in game sometime then. If not, then stick with like console games and stuff that you can find online that you can play for free. That would be a lot better because, like I said, you know, Blizzard wasn't kidding when they said that, you know, World of Warcraft is an experience. And people, when you heard talking about it, they weren't kidding when they called World of Warcraft World of Warcrack. If you start playing, like I said, it is literally just at your, you're going to get what you want out of it if you start playing. Just remember, there's a lot of negatives coming with it too. So, anyhow. That's my game review of the World of Warcraft. I'm Cuthla, and I will see you guys later.